Hey guys, this is SoFlo Josh and I'm over here at the 2023 Miami International Auto Show, and luckily for me I have the all-new 2024 Lexus TX. Now the Lexus TX is built off of the exact same TNGA platform as the Highlander. Just expect it to have a Lexus influenced design. So we're gonna have full-on LED headlights, same exact style that Lexus is known for. Their new spindle grille, it is not, I forgot what the name is, I'll put it here in the bottom what the actual name is, but it's a brand new spindle grille they call it. Getting into the lower part here, you see there is active aerodynamics here. You also do have area for cooling around the front end. You have full-on LED fog lamps and cornering lamps, which is great. I like the way that they actually incorporate that here. Most car companies actually incorporate that here. I actually like it on the lower part because it's gonna actually help out with curved areas around, so you'll be able to see better. Parking sensors, which is a given. This is a luxury branded model. Nicely designed hood. You know, you have a line that comes over here and goes and tapers off to the side. Flat on the middle. Very, very nice. Getting onto the side over here, we do have nice rims all around. They're finished in that exact same design as every other Lexus, and let me tell you, they look really nice. It might be a little tough to clean, but I will say very nicely designed. And this beautiful white, let me tell you, this white looks phenomenal. Now of course, since it is on the same exact plant and design as the Highlander, you're gonna have this crease here of line that's gonna go all across the side, and it's gonna taper off to this back portion. But unlike the Highlander, this area is blacked out to give it that kind of two-tone effect. You know, you're gonna have one part here, it's like basically just like a whole window section, even though this is gloss black on the D-pillar, but it's very nicely designed. Getting into the rear here, full-on LED tail lamp. Lexus has been doing this lately with all their vehicle, a full width LED lamp. And I know that most people will say, oh well, you know, Dodge Charger, like no, I like this. This is nicely designed. It's very luxurious look to it compared to what a Charger will look like. Full on, these are the reverse lights here, and then these are the turn signals. Very, very nice. This is the TX350 all-wheel drive, so you're just going to be getting the base engine. You're not going to be getting the one with the I-Force, well not I-Force, the electric powertrain to it. Getting to the bottom here, no diffuser, no nothing, no exhaust. I like that, and not even fake exhaust outlets, which is great because a lot of car companies do that. And to the trunk here, before we talk about the trunk, nicely done spoiler, very minimalistic. It doesn't need to be exaggerated. This isn't a performance SUV, it is a family hauler. It is a third row hauler. And with that being said, let's get into the back. Trunk, power operated tailgate, nice amount of ample space here. You can fit a lot. Let me go ahead and get my backpack actually really quick so you guys can see at least a little bit. I know it's not a big backpack, but you could put the backpack like that, or you can put it like this, and then it's nicely flat and you could fit more across. And you know, there's a little bit of cubby section, so you probably might be able to fit you know, a beach umbrella there. And overall, very, very nice. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this lower portion right here. Not a lot of space. I mean, you're not gonna have a lot of space. You could put something here in this cubby and probably here in this cubby. There is a spare tire underneath. It is compact, so just letting you guys know. And then over here you have the rear area. You can go ahead and lower it if I'm not mistaken. I remember this is a demo car, so you're not gonna have a lot of the operational features. So if you expect that with this is a demo, you're not gonna be able to see it. So these won't be able to fold down or go up, unfortunately. Power operated, like I was saying. You could also, if you have your key with you, you can press this button and it'll lock the whole entire car. So overall, really, really nicely designed in the back. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the interior of the all-new TX. Now the handles here are just like the NX. We first saw the whole entire, you know, electronically operated handle on the LS, and then they came out with it with the NX. So it's going to be manually operated. Nice visibility for the mirror with your blind spot detection. Really nicely designed. I'm sorry about the beeping, it's just that the door is open, so expect that. Soft padding all across the top, nicely material here. You do have your Marks Levinson speaker system, nice switch gear here as well. They kind of feel a little plasticky. They're not, you know, what I would expect from a Lexus, but nonetheless, I mean, it is a prototype vehicle. It's not going to have all the exact material carried over, so expect that to change for the production version. Getting onto the interior, you have your nice start button here, just like every other Lexus vehicle, and you get this huge screen here that incorporates your heated seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel, and all the climate functionality. You have your music, your telecomatics, and you have some of your vehicle alert system. You go in there, you can kind of operate paddle shifters. I'm surprised that our paddle shifters for a family hauler like this. You also have your fuel door over here and your trunk area. You could set 3 sets, I'm surprised, 3 sets of seat positions, which is pretty cool. Dimming for the full-on digital display over here. I like it, and I actually like the overall thickness of the steering wheel. It's a nice 9-3 area right here. Paddle shifters feel nice. Center console, I mean, the shifter would be there, but they actually take it off because people do unfortunately steal that. 2 USB charging areas, and then 1 USB type C for the media control. This goes ahead and closes this area. I'm sure that there would be an area right here closed, but it's actually open up. Opening the center console area, very nicely deep storage. I'm surprised of how deep that is. I like the material that they've been using across. I mean, this is all plastic here, but you have a nice area for your knee to kind of sit on. It's not too bad, but I mean, when you crash into it, it kind of feels a little plasticky, but that's just expected with the prototype. It's not going to have all the finished material. You also have a glove compartment that's nice, damped, in line with felt over here. Soft padding all across the dashboard, heads-up display, and overall panoramic sunroof. Really nice. You also have all the controls up here, your SOS, and you have an area for your sunshades, which is really good. Let's go ahead and get out to the exterior. Remember, when you have an electronic door, you're gonna press inward for emergency purposes. If you need to get out and it doesn't work, you go like that and it'll open. So with that being said, let's go ahead and continue to the rear. Getting to the back, you do have your sunshade area right here that goes up and down. Really nice. The same thing as I was saying, to open it, you have to open it twice to go ahead and do that if the electronics do not work. You have your window up and down, your unlock and lock, which I'm surprised there is an unlock and lock at the rear. That usually is felt like for the front, the passenger and the driver's side, and not for the rear, which is kind of weird. Let's go ahead and push this back. And I was saying you could go ahead and push this back. Let me just see, give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I had to find out where it was. You have to press this button and then it can go ahead. Actually, it's this button and then it slides back. So one will fold it fully down, this one folds it fully down, which would be this here, and then the other one folds it, pushes it back and forward. So getting into the rear seats, I'm gonna go ahead and close the door. Sorry about the noise in the background. There is an EV track over here, as you can see over there at the Honda booth. You have your heated rear seats over here, your fan speed. This is your tri-zone climate control, 2 USB charging ports here. Nice amount of headroom. I'm 6 foot tall, so imagine you have your vents up here, which I actually like them up here or over here at the B pillar instead of having them over here. Most of the time there's not a lot of air that comes from this direction to the back, so having it up here or over here is actually really nice. But the overall design is very nice. A lot of leg room. I'm gonna sit up tall. A lot of leg room here, you know, about 3.5 inches of leg room, and this is nice soft, so you know, when you crash your legs against this, it's gonna be really nice. So it's not gonna be too crazy, if I'm not mistaken. But let me go ahead and get into the third row. So let's go ahead and get into the third row, and by accessing the third row, all you need to do is just press this button. It's gonna fold and then you're going to be able to go in there. There is actually a grab handle right over here in this section, and getting into the third row is relatively easy. Remember, this is somewhat similar to what the Highlander is, so you're going to have a lot of rear leg room and headspace. So as you see, I have it all the way back in its tracks, a lot of headroom, vents up here, USB charging ports. It's perfect for your kids, honestly, and even adults too. I feel very comfortable sitting back here. A lot of leg room. You can even recline the rear seats over here. I know it's really dark, there's not a lot of lighting, and I'm sure, oh, perfect lighting across. There we go. Now we have a little bit of lighting, so you can see nice soft seats all across. Headrest is really nice and soft, and then I like how they incorporated this area for the seatbelt. A lot of automakers just let them, you know, be in this section, and they make a lot of noise as you're driving, but they incorporated this little tab so you can hold it in place. So that's a really good idea, actually. The overall design, like I was saying, very, very nice. You can also press this button and it will recline. So it reclines, you know, an ample amount. It's not like a crazy amount, and right now I feel like I can actually sleep here in a you know, a really nice trip. So I have to say, very, very nice. And you could put it up even more. I think the most you can put, yeah, I mean, if you want to get squished, you can see it right here. Let me show you guys. So it goes all the way like that. I don't think you want to get squished, and it stops right there in its tracks. So it's kind of like a full-on, you know, to help your back, but that's pretty much it. I think that it should be more reclined than anything else, unless you're carrying a lot of stuff in the back. So I'll go ahead and press that button, boom, slides forward, and then we're gonna go ahead and get out of the all-new TX. So what do you guys think about the TX? I think it's a nicely designed vehicle. I understand that some people have commented that, you know, it does have a lot of design elements to the Toyota Highlander, and there is good reason as to why. I mean, it's built in the same plant. You know, it is a Lexus product. A lot of Toyota and Lexus products are going to share stuff, just like some other, you know, luxury branded stuff. They're going to share stuff and just expect it. But I actually do like the front end headlight design. Spindle grille is kind of iffy with me. I'm not so much in love with the spindle grille. I wish they would have done a little bit something different, or just to have the regular spindle grille just like the LS over there, or even the RC. But the overall design is really, really nice. I'm gonna take one more walk around for you guys. Love those rims. Those rims look stellar on here. Actually, Vosten's lowered wagon style, just calling it now, wagon style. I would love to see somebody actually do that. Please somebody out there make a lowered version of the TX. That would be crazy good. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be pumping out these content as soon as possible. Take care.